Scammers are always improving their techniques, finding new ways to trick people with the latest tech. From messing with the stock market to creating complex cryptocurrency scams or flooding our emails with lies, these con artists won't stop until they get what they want.
The stock market has gained almost $3 trillion in value since the election.
It's super important to understand how these scams work so you can protect yourself. In this video, we'll take a closer look at different types of scams and the sneaky psychological tricks scammers use to exploit our weaknesses.
Our analysts indicate it could go a heck of a lot higher than that. Your profit on a mere $6,000 investment would be upwards of $60,000.
The good news? You don't have to become a victim. We're exploring the 5 most infamous financial scams that have hit individuals and businesses hard. We'll break down how these scams operate, the techniques these scammers use, and who's behind these shady schemes. By the end of this video, you'll know how these scams function. We'll point out the red flags to look out for, share some preventive tips, and highlight resources that can help you stay alert in this tricky world. Stick around until the end. Armed with this crucial info, you can keep your hard-earned cash safe and make smart choices with your money. Number 5. Pump and dump schemes. Pump and dump schemes are some of the oldest and most notorious scams out there in the financial world. They usually go after low-value stocks or lesser-known cryptocurrencies, using tricky tactics to make investors feel like there's a big opportunity. Here's how it works. Scammers start by hyping up a certain asset through social media, forums, and emails, spreading exaggerated claims and often made-up news to stir up excitement. This creates a buying frenzy, boosting the asset's price during the pump phase as more people join in, thinking they're making a smart investment. But here's the catch. The scammers don't plan to hold on to these assets for long. Once the price hits a peak, thanks to all their shady promotions, they perform the dump. They sell off their shares at that inflated price, cashing in big time. This floods the market with shares, causing the price to crash suddenly. The innocent investors who bought it based on the hype are left holding the bag, facing major losses as the value tumbles. These scams take advantage of individual investors and undermine trust in the whole financial system, leading to more chaos and uncertainty. It's super important for investors to do their homework and be careful with investments, especially in assets that seem sketchy or lack solid backing. How can you avoid it? Simple. Be skeptical of hot tips and unsolicited investment advice. These kinds of recommendations often float around on social media or through casual chats and can sometimes lead you in the wrong direction. Always make sure to do your own research before diving into any financial moves. Take a good look at the asset you're interested in. Check out its market history, review how it's performed in the past, and see if it looks stable and has growth potential. Also, think about where the information is coming from. Is the source trustworthy and backed up by solid facts? And remember, real investments hardly ever guarantee quick returns or promise you'll get rich overnight. Good investments usually show steady growth over time and come from careful analysis and smart risk management. By staying cautious and diligent, you can make better decisions and protect your finances. Number 4. Crypto scams. The world of cryptocurrency is super exciting, but it's also a hotbed for scammers looking to take advantage of people who aren't careful. One common trick is fake giveaways. You might see people claiming, "Send us 1 Bitcoin and we'll send you 2 back." Sounds great, right? But in reality, once you send your Bitcoin, it's gone forever, and you get nothing in return. Another big issue is fraudulent initial coin offerings, ICOs. In these scams, shady projects lure in investors with flashy pitches and pretty white papers. Once they gather enough money, they often just disappear, leaving investors empty-handed and regretting their choices. Phishing websites are another major threat. These sites look like the real deal, but are set up to trick you into entering your login info for your digital wallets. Once the scammers have that info, they can access your funds without you even knowing. To stay safe in this wild space, it's crucial to be on your toes. Do thorough research on any projects and never share your personal info on sketchy sites. How can you avoid it? When it comes to staying safe in the world of cryptocurrency, pick exchanges and wallets that you can trust. Take some time to check them out. Look for user reviews, security options, and whether they follow the rules. Always double-check URLs to steer clear of fake sites that might try to snag your info. When you're sending crypto, make sure the recipient's address is spot on, because once you hit send, there's no turning back. Be cautious with deals that seem too good to be true. Those are usually scams. Keeping your guard up and staying informed can really help lower your risks in the crypto game. Number 3. Pyramid schemes. Pyramid schemes might look like exciting business opportunities, promising big money to those who join. But when you take a closer look, it's clear they're actually complex scams that take advantage of people. Here's the deal. People usually have to pay an initial fee to join the program. After that, they're pushed to make money mostly by bringing in new members, who also need to invest. This setup makes it seem like earning cash is super easy, drawing in many folks with the promise of quick profits. The big problem, though, is that the whole thing relies on constantly recruiting new people. As the number of potential new members goes down, it gets harder for those already in the scheme to keep making money. So when the recruiting slows down, the whole thing often falls apart, leaving most participants with huge losses while only a few at the top end up making any money. Getting how pyramid schemes work is really important because they not only drive many people into financial trouble, but also keep spreading lies and illegitimacy in the business world. How can you avoid it? When it comes to protecting yourself from scams, you need to closely examine the program in question. Ask yourself, is it all about actually providing a real product or service, or is the main goal just to recruit more people? Legit businesses usually balance both. They sell something real instead of just relying on bringing in new members to make money. If it seems like they're mostly focused on getting more recruits, that's a big red flag. Could be a pyramid scheme or something shady. Always do your homework to make sure the business model makes sense and that the company actually delivers value to its customers. Number 2. Phishing scams. Phishing scams are sneaky tricks that try to get you to share sensitive information like passwords, bank details, or credit card numbers. They appear in emails, texts, or even phone calls, and scammers pretend to be trusted sources like banks, tech companies, or government organizations. These scammers are getting clever by the day. For example, they might send you emails that look totally legit, complete with official logos and all the right wording, creating a sense of urgency or fear, like making you think you need to act fast to secure your account or funds. If you click the dodgy links in these messages, you could end up on a fake website that looks just like the real deal, making the situation even trickier. Once people unknowingly enter their personal info on these scam sites, thieves can quickly drain bank accounts or steal identities, leading to serious money problems and long-lasting issues for your credit and personal identity. Awareness and caution are important to keep yourself safe from these widespread threats. Always double-check any requests for sensitive information and stick to trusted channels if you're unsure. How can you avoid it? To stay safe, avoid clicking on suspicious links. Always verify the sender's identity by contacting the company directly through their official website or phone number. And remember, no legitimate company will ask for your password over email or text. And now it's time for the biggest financial scam ever. Number 1. Ponzi schemes. A Ponzi scheme, named after Charles Ponzi, is an investment scam that attracts people with the promise of high returns and little risk. Basically, it works by using the money from new investors to pay the returns of earlier ones, creating a fake appearance of profit. It's like an endless cycle of robbing Peter to pay Paul. What really stands out about Ponzi schemes is that they can promise unrealistic, high returns that are way better than all the usual investment options. This can make people ignore obvious warning signs, like the absence of a real business behind them, or solid financial records to back up the claims. Eventually, these schemes crash when they can't find enough new investors, leaving the later investors with big losses and no real gains at all. Being aware of the warning signs of a Ponzi scheme is super important if you want to protect yourself from being scammed. How can you avoid it? To avoid falling victim, be cautious of any investment promising guaranteed returns or unusually high profits. Always ask for transparency and check whether the company is registered with financial regulatory authorities. And there you have it, the 5 biggest financial scams and how to avoid them. These fraudsters are clever, but with the right knowledge, you can outsmart them every time. If you found this video engaging, and want to explore more real-life tales of crime, power, and justice, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends who might be intrigued by this incredible case. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned as we bring you the most interesting stories. See you in the next one.